All right. So thank you everyone for taking a look at this. This is our weekly wellness moment. This is our second one. Last week we did perimenopause and menopause, and this week we're doing the importance of gut health. So myself and Barb Gano, a fellow co-worker. We both work with the Juice Plus company. Our company is Whole Food Nutrition. We focus on one simple changes to a healthier lifestyle. We do that through education and whole food nutritional products to help us get there. So Barb can't be with us tonight, but she does send her love, send her hi, and she will be seeing this recording later and sharing it out with people. So last week we talked perimenopause and menopause. This week we're talking gut health, and we have the lovely Lori Froehlich joining us to share her wisdom on gut health. Lori is a life coach and a gut health coach. So just in my own mind and my limited information, I have just heard and know that the brain gut connection is very, very important. So Lori, if I can just ask you, why is that gut health so important for our overall health? And then if you could also give us your top things that you would tell us to do if we could do one simple changes at a time to a better gut health. And thank you, Lori, for coming on.
Well, thank you so much, Char, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here and talk to you about gut health tonight. Yeah, so the importance of gut health. Why is it important? This was your first question, is because 70 to 80% of our immune system is actually in our gut. And studies show that the more diverse our microbiome, the healthier we're going to be. And our microbiome is a bunch of good and bad bacteria that live in our gut, mostly in our large intestine, but it lives throughout our gut and even on our skin.
Okay.
But today we're talking about our microbiome and inside our gut, so inside our intestines. So there are 4 steps to heal your gut. So let's see, well, how do you even know if you need to heal your gut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you might not even experience like cramps, bloating, stuff like that. Of course, that's obvious, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even if you have an autoimmune disease or something like that, it can be linked to your gut.
Okay.
So things like the top 4 things you need to do to heal your gut would be to remove, repair, replenish, and relax. So the first one, remove, means to remove the triggers that can cause inflammation in our gut, like excess sugar,
Mm-hmm.
refined carbohydrates, processed foods, and things like even some medications will cause inflammation in our gut.
Mm-hmm.
Like gluten and dairy are the 2 top triggers for causing inflammation because um, they disrupt the microbiome. And antibiotics, of course, can kill off, the good and the bad
Right.
bacteria. So we want to remove the things that are causing the problems as best we can, because you can't heal something if you keep throwing fuel on the fire, right? You
Mm-hmm.
have to give your body a chance to relax and heal. So the first step is to remove. And then the second step would be to repair that gut lining. So during all this inflammation and things going on in our gut, it can cause what we call leaky gut.
Mm-hmm.
So the cell lining of our gut is only 1 cell thick. And when it gets damaged, it can cause leaks between the cell lining. So your cells are supposed to be tight junctions like this,
Mm-hmm.
but when they get damaged, they can open up like
Okay.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And our gut lining is supposed to absorb the nutrients from our foods,
Right.
but when they're open like that, particles can get into our bloodstream. And that's where you can get autoimmune disease, and it can show up anywhere in your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
So skin flare-ups, joint pain, brain fog, fatigue, food sensitivities, things
Mm-hmm.
like that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
are a good sign of inflammation and leaky gut. So once you start to repair, so how do you repair that? Well, you can take things like Juice Plus for one thing, because you're getting more plants into your body.
Mm-hmm.
Things like L-glutamine to help heal the gut and zinc. And
And zinc, you said?
yeah, so then you want to replenish after. You can do these all in one step too. So
Mm-hmm.
you want to replenish, you want to restore the healthy bacteria with things like fermented foods,
Oh, yeah.
targeted probiotics, fiber-rich whole foods, polyphenols, antioxidants. Again, you find those in Juice Plus, and that's why I love Juice Plus,
Mm-hmm.
because it can restore those polyphenols and antioxidants that we don't get in our food as much in our food anymore, right?
Right, yeah.
So, and fermented foods are easy to make yourself, like kimchi and sauerkraut and fermented. We love to do fermented carrot uh, workshops.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
easy to make because the ones you buy in the store can actually be they're processed, right? So it can kill off the bacteria, the good bacteria
Right.
in the jar.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can make them yourself, you're going to get way more benefit, and then you're getting the fiber at the same time from the vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
actually say that there's more probiotics in 1 tablespoon of fermented vegetables, homemade, than there is in an over-the-counter container of probiotics.
Mm-hmm.
So that's powerful,
That
powerful
is,
stuff.
that is very powerful.
Yeah, and then the fourth step is relax. So calm, get rid of stress in your body,
Mm-hmm.
because you can't heal your gut if you're in a constant state of stress. So for instance, if you're in a bad relationship, it doesn't matter how much good food you eat, your body's still going to be in this fight and flight mode, and it's harder for your gut to heal when you're in a fight and flight mode. That's just
Mm-hmm.
one example.
Mm-hmm.
So stress can cause increased intestinal permeability.
Mm-hmm.
It can disrupt your gut bacteria, trigger inflammation, and for me, I struggled with candida for a long time, so that's just another name for dysbiosis, really. You've got too much candida in your gut, and it overgrows and takes over and causes um, leaky gut and inflammation and
Mm-hmm.
all sorts of things. So
Mm-hmm.
it's it all comes down to the gut, is what I've been learning.
Yeah.
And the more we can bring balance and restore
Mm-hmm.
the healthy bacteria in there, the healthier we're going to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I have heard that too, that about the fermented foods being so good, um, and more probiotics in them than a whole jar of a probiotic. So that's very cool. Um, so Lori, so remove, repair, replenish, and relax. So one simple change at a time, right? So the
Right.
remove excess sugar. So start that one step at a time, do one thing at a time. Like don't overwhelm yourself and overstress yourself by trying to do all the things all at once, right? And then the repairing is getting those good foods back into your system, right? And replenish again fermented foods. We get the Juice Plus. And so we want the fibers, the antioxidants, right? And stuff like that. And then the relax, the stress. So first of all, don't stress about getting your gut health under control right away. Um, just with what you're talking about there, it's sounding very, very familiar to a reset program that we have, where we focus on one simple changes at a time to better health. And that starts with, we'll eliminate maybe sugars this week or this day, right? And then we add in the good foods, right? So for me, I won't keep us very long. For me, many years ago, 10 years ago, I was a quick fix. I needed a quick fix, whatever I could get my hands on diet wise, etc. I was trying to do that. but that wasn't healthy. So I had all the things like inflammation, like, I mean, everything. I just had it all. Um, so when I heard about how I could make one simple change, so when we're looking at these remove, repair, replenish, one simple change to me would be a great additive would be the whole foods, the Juice Plus capsules, getting them in. I mean, that takes 3 seconds to do. And at the same time, within 15, 20 minutes, your blood is seeing these nutrients, right? We also have a great complete powder, which is fiber and antioxidants again, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, so I really, really like that. And then, so a person could start there, right? Where you don't really even have to make any changes. You just have to take something, and it makes like a shake is really simple to make. Capsules are really easy to take. Gummies are really easy to take. So once we would get that down pat, I mean, the fermented foods is a really great idea to just have that on hand. I mean, you're getting more probiotics in a tablespoon of the fermented food than you get in a whole bottle, right? So
And very
fermented foods
natural.
really, yeah, and it's natural and it really intrigues me. So I know you do a lot of fermenting foods and you have offered to do a workshop with us, I believe, right, Lori? You said that you would do that with us for us.
Hmm.
So we could pick a day, maybe in the next week, to do that, right? I think maybe we were looking midweek or even next weekend. We could try doing a live and then just send the recording out to whoever would want it, I guess, right?
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
would be fantastic. So I think like that is great. This is exactly what we're going for. People are overwhelmed by too much information. We like to take one simple changes at a time and just incorporate them into our life, make it long lasting and doable, right? So what you've said is so great. And you've explained the leaky gut so well. This to me, like the spreading of the cells, that kind of put everything into place for me for that leaky gut and how you need to have your cells single walled and all in a line. So that really hit home with me. Anything else to add as we close, Lori? We can figure out when we're going to do our event, and I can put that link in the comments, right, for that.
Hmm. No, just that if they were going to remove something, pick one thing, I'd start with sugar,
Yeah, absolutely.
processed sugar.
Processed sugar. Okay. And that's
Mhm.
great. And removing can start with cutting down. We have to remember that. Don't beat yourself up
Mhm.
if you cannot remove it totally at the start. Let's do one simple change at a time and let's cut it down if we can. And both Lori, whoever's watching this, if you need help with that, reach out to the person that invited you to this, whether that's Lori, whether that's me, whether that's Barb, because we will help you do that. All right. Okay, well, thank you for coming on, Lori. I so appreciate your time and your knowledge. That has just been so amazing. I can't wait till everybody hears this.
You're so welcome.
All right. Well, you have a great night.
You too.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.